Пошли. Все вместе.
Какие ваши доказательства?
Кокаином.
Ladies, okay, so we're going to start with this. I don't even know what the title says. It'll probably just say two drunk assholes in a basement. I've been sitting on this and evidently haven't been paying much attention, but this was from 2014. So, Clown Shoes, the Good, the Bad, and the Unidragon, a Russian Imperial Stout.
Don't fucking shake it.
So, and I'm going to open it up with one of the cooler damn bottle openers I have from Big Jeff. This might be vinegar.
No, it's not going to be vinegar. That's
And it started off life at 14%. Of course, we will be following rule number 1.
no whiskey for miles.
No whiskey for miles. Well, it still has little bubbles in it. Cheers, Miles.
It's not vinegar. It aged well. That is one thing, is the stouts do age really well in the bottle.
Now, I love stuff from Clown Shoes. This one, the biggest problem always was, is that it is exactly what it says it is. A Russian Imperial Stout. The Russian Imperial Stouts are much more bitter. They got that little thing at the end, kind of like... But it definitely hasn't gotten worse. I mean, I couldn't tell you what it tastes like. It's been years since I've had any of this.
Stout is really a stout. As long as it isn't Guinness.
And I don't mean to like basically start off on a, well, first two things. We literally just got off the phone with the Crazy Scotsman, and he said, "I want you to pick a girl that Ed would approve of." And I'm like, okay. Ed would approve of everything that I have in the folder. I said, what do you think Ed would really want to see? And he said, a large-chested Oriental chick. I'm like, we can do that. So, we did that. I unfortunately have to also declare that nothing good has taken place today for Ross, Stripey McCatpuss, and Fran was gonna take a little time, and basically the bottom line is she was going to have life support turned off. So when I hear more, I will let you guys know. And if you follow me on Facebook, you'll probably hear sooner, because Fran, like I said yesterday, Fran started a group for Ross's across the pond friends and his U.S. friends. And not only did he have a bunch beforehand, but after a lot of us had the opportunity to actually spend time with Ross and Fran, you just tighten those bonds. And it was definitely an awesome time to not only to get to spend time with them in person, but the fact that Ross is a big-time gun guy, and over in Ireland, he had shotguns and a .22 rifle. Of course, he used to also tell me about how easy it was to get a suppressor over there, because it's kinder and gentler. So if you want to go shoot in your yard, you won't upset someone like Miles in his yard because you got the hush device on.
No. Someone is in close proximity as Miles. I don't give a shit if you shoot a fucking 50 cal in the air out here.
So it's definitely not a good
Property
thing.
value's low.
Definitely not. Yeah. Get rid of the riffraff. Okay, so first is Ben N. Little nice job, Ben. Little power play from India. Patriot Ninja says egg salad. Poco Local says Edgar Allan Poe married his 13-year-old cousin. Harmar says you're a true ninja. Poco Local says the functions of a ninja include espionage, sabotage, infiltration, assassination, guerrilla warfare. Ninjas were often hired and have no allegiance. See, this is all under Ben N. Just saying first. Gunwild, second bitches. Harmar says, hey Gunwild, you back in California? And he says, nope, I'm in Scottsdale, Arizona right now. I'll be home on Saturday. Poco Loco, top 5, I guess. Clyde, whiskey. Sorry. Clyde says, 4th whiskey and revolution for all. Patriot Ninja.
Boss is los, damn. Sorry. I just read it. Didn't comment on it. I didn't go into a fucking half-hour story.
Rich Huff says, cheers all. I am having a little something. You are not. You are disqualified. Whiskey does not play well with Miles. Oh, and I keep going for the same damn bottle. Going. You know what? I'm gonna. I don't know if I'm necessarily stepping it up or not, but I'm gonna switch to a wee bit of Paul John. A wee bit, lassie. What was that? Oh. See, there's actually some fairly good shit. Oh, I lied. I thought I took this out of here. Oh God, the bottle of Sailor Jerry. I gotta put something else in that place. I do not want the Sailor Jerry in the collection. You know what is actually pretty damn good? The Knob Creek Smoked Maple.
You know, that actually looked good enough to get in trouble with.
It is very tasty. And you know the characteristic is completely different than this. You do this and let the glass sit, and you can just I take a towel and I just swab the inside like a priest after the Holy Eucharist, or whatever the hell you call it. Whatever the hell you call it.
I don't call it anything.
The Knob Creek, you have to take the glass and wash it out, because it has a very heavy syrup content to it.
Like literal maple syrup.
Yeah, it is, and it's 90 proof. Okay, I can see the look on his face.
Nope. We have to wait till this. We'll wait till the very end. The very end, and then I'll do the whiskey.
I'll have one with you. Yeah, but why do you want to wait for the end? Your overall demeanor during the brew review does not change. What I have to put up with changes.
Okay. Right. All right, we'll do a half shot.
That's clean. I just brought that down from...
I don't care if it's clean. It's alcohol.
I think if I'm going to partake with you, I'm going to do it with Grandma. These are glasses. I got the whole decanter over there. These were from my grandmother. This was one of the ones that we actually, Christine picked out, that we reviewed strictly for our
cork?
the Patreon members.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. You could put this right on your pancakes. Anybody wondering what Locked and Loaded is about tonight? I have no idea. You know, normally about Thursday morning, John is like Locked and Loaded ? Haven't heard from I haven't heard from John all week in reference to Locked and Loaded. I've talked to him about other things. I don't think this qualifies. Nope, this does not qualify for Clyde. For Clyde, this does. That'll heat you up and cool you down all at the same time. You know, that would be good added to a stout. Now, I don't necessarily know about this because I'm not...
It's not...
Clown Shoes is incredible as an overall brewery. But I'm still not a fan of Imperial Stouts. And one of the very first ones I ever had was Old Rasputin. Salty Shellback knows all about that. Where are we?
No, down. You were, hang on.
I got that.
There you go, right there.
I said cheers to Rock, Rich.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Cheers, Rich. In case I forgot. Hallucinated. Could have hallucinated. Smile Money says here. Multi-Gunman says first place, and the prize is not having a look at naked pictures of Eric. Multi-Gunman,
Not so bad.
Back to Multi-Gunman. Can I be in the Hall of Fame to avoid that permanently? Laugh out loud. Clyde, woohoo, I won. I'm gonna need a tracking number. Hashtag 8646. 8646.
Yeah, I get that.
Okay. The other one of our favorites is 733. Was it 846? What? Red Mist. It spells out Red Mist. Yeah. Why do I get paranoid leaning over a candle? Yeah, what he's talking about is the last round of Bottleship. He won this gem, $90 knife.
That's nice.
Don't hurt yourself.
See, now I've touched it.
It does have a flaw, which I joke about because first of all, I wouldn't give you $20 for that knife, but it's supposed to be a $90 knife.
What the fuck makes it $90? Okay, this is some mall ninja shit.
Well, here's a comparison. This is also a $90 knife. What would you rather have?
I would rather have this.
Exactly.
But what makes this $90? This thing here, there's $90.
Somebody says it is, and somehow you're supposed to believe that. That's a knife. I don't care who you are. But see, here's the problem with this. What this have is a unique design for its lock. You're supposed to, as you see, if I take and put a hand at the front and a hand at the back and try to get this knife to close, it won't do it. But if you put your hand as simple as resting right here, because this is how you unlock it. You lift up and it comes out of that cam. So if you're not paying attention, and I often have my, if you're carving or something like that, but it's now.
You know what the $90 is? You know what the $90 knife is? That's the copay for cutting yourself and getting stitches.
It's now Clyde's knife, so I need to get that in the mail. Hey Clyde, I'm gonna mail it on Monday.
That's Clyde's copay.
Just kidding. We have a holiday on Monday. That's where we honor. On Monday, we honor everybody that gave their life to make sure that we have the lifestyle that we have. And I never served. He did. How long were you in the sandbox?
I spent a total of 34 months in Iraq, most of it in Baghdad proper.
I know you showed me the fun little compound that you spent most of your time on Google Earth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't really look like a lot of fun, but
it was interesting. There was some interesting stuff there. I went to a lot of interesting places over there.
Go to interesting countries and meet interesting people.
And then fucking kill them.
And then kill them. No, that's what Monday is all about. It's honoring the people that aren't with us anymore.
It's not about barbecues.
No, it's not.
Barbecues are an excellent way to honor dead people, though. Dead soldiers. And they're not just people.
Well,
actually, this year, I sat and thought about the people that I served with who have passed away. Whether or not they served in combat or not, they still did a huge part to get where we are today.
Here's the sad thing, and I don't know the answer to this. It's one of those things where the number should be 0, but just talking with my brother Mario, when he looks at the photo of his group, and he's had multiple tours into Iraq. I mean, you have talked about Mario, and
I think at one point in time he and I crossed lines. I just don't remember him.
The amount of because you said where is he with, and it's like I know we would. We probably did, but
he probably knew my name better than I knew his name because I was well hated, well disliked, not hated, disliked, but neither here nor there.
Mario looks at the photo of his group and the amount of people that are no longer with us in that photo is getting bigger and bigger all the time. And the look, the picture I sent to Scotsman showing her. Scotsman, you're probably gonna fucking see this video before this fucking thing sends a message. And just since the update since the last time we spoke, the burner phone is working just fine. I like I was telling you, Scotsman, anybody that knows Scotsman's real name, I feel like NIHAP, when I use this phone, I feel like I need to have a one-call conversation with somebody, snap the fucking phone in half and toss it in the garbage somewhere. Yeah, it's this one is functioning. This one is functioning just fine. Here's an example. I'm calling myself. What? Oh, my bad. I think I actually literally just called my. I called the burner phone. Oh, that's why it's. Never mind. I can't make it work that way right now because NIHAP. I forwarded everything from the T-Mobile phone. I'm like, is it not ringing? Because by design,
we're now in an endless loop.
Yeah, it's like, okay, never mind.
We're now in an endless loop.
Oh, holy shit! And the time I was holding it in my hand, it sent the picture to Scotsman. So yeah, the mystery SIM that NIHAP sent me works in this phone just fine, but does not work in the 2 notes. But then today, another weird espionage envelope showed up. So now I have another SIM card to try.
Would that be an espionage envelope?
Espionage envelope. So, NIHAP, in order to facilitate... Let's put it this way. To answer your question, NIHAP, I had a lengthy conversation with Scotsman. Started off in the bathroom. Scotsman. He wanted pictures. Started off in the bathroom, then went to the kitchen, and then we finished off down here, even in the vault, even in the gun room, and never had an issue. So I think we're learning something. I know your strong feelings on this, NIHAP, but after a kind of a tirade and a rant yesterday, Christine said, with or without my consent, she was just going to go to T-Mobile and get me a different phone. So I don't know what's going to happen. All I know is the notes are not working as phones. They work great as internet, not so much as texting or Smile Money. Envirothon. Coincidence, my team just finished second in the state of Pennsylvania earlier today. It was held virtually due to the you-know-why. Ninja says congratulations. I say congratulations. Smile Money has been sending me the Envirothon shirts. And I made a comment one time that, sorry you don't see them more often, but they're like some of the most worn shirts that I have because I wear them to work. Smile Money said they're good cover so that everybody thinks I'm a libtard.
What is Envirothon?
That's a good question. Smile Money likes to hug trees and shit. Let's see, Ninja said congratulations. EMT Railfan says that's awesome, congrats. I have our raffle tickets for this year if you are interested again. EMT Railfan, I am. I sure wish we could figure out an easier way for me to send you money than the U.S. Postal Service. Smile Money. Sure,
PayPal.
Remind me that I need to get in on one. Huh?
There is PayPal, there is Venmo, there is all kinds of shit.
Yep. The problem is I think the only thing that EMT Railfan has is PayPal, and I've been denounced for life from PayPal because we were raising money for veterans.
I'll send them money via my PayPal for you.
So what it is EMT Railfan through EMT. You figure out the rest. They have the fundraiser and they raffle off firearms. I have been in on it for I think every single year since he first invited me, and I've never won. But for me, it's about helping a good cause. Yeah, fine. If I could get a firearm out of the deal, that would be cool. But it doesn't stop me. So EMT Railfan, I for sure would like to do at least 2 tickets this year. So I need to get with him on that. Smile Money says thank you sir to Patriot Ninja. These kids work hard at it. EMT Railfan to Smile Money. Do you still use zombie email from a few years ago? I can contact you through that. Okay. Poco. Best not to use a knife. Uses a knife that what I appreciate about you. Laugh out loud. That's what I appreciate. He's probably just pissed off because there's some ball busting yesterday. Patriot Ninja was able to acquire some Freedom projectiles and for almost pre-COVID-19 prices the other day. That is excellent. Patriot Ninja, whiskey for cowbells. Ninja, cowbells for whiskey. I used to always keep a backup. Oh yeah, I do. I have the Texas cowbell right here.
So that's your backup cowbell?
Yeah, it's kind of like a throwaway cowbell. Like the ankle holster version of a cowbell. I just cowbell off and then I toss it. And then the whiskey.
Need some pancake whiskey.
Should I make you up some cakes? You can pour that over it.
It's a butter whiskey.
But J-Dog's here at work. Harmar says, of course you are. You're always making the green. Somebody's got to buy Randy's guns. Poco Loco, B5. B5 is a miss. Ninja. Wow, it's good to see more of you participating in this. Will make the game go faster.
I'm still willing to bet that if you took and you said a dollar a hit or a dollar a shot and it goes to charity, you'd get a hell of a lot more participation.
I don't.
Yeah.
Ninja, D5 is a miss. Ninja, so you don't believe in Sasquatch? Oh, I didn't say that. I believe Sasquatch riding the Loch Ness Monster. By the way, I got this shirt from Ross and some beers. Ross, you fucking cunt. I hope to see you again, my friend. I mean, he still could literally miracle this shit out, but it did not sound good. All I can tell you is Fran was gonna have the life support turned off unless Ross checks out on his own ahead of time. I just know how Ross is. I don't want to break down and get all teary, because if you thought that Scott was very vehement, whatever the word is. What? Vehement. If you thought Mr. Holster was very vehement about I don't want people acting all weepy and shit when I'm gone, Ross might actually come back and kick your ass just long enough to leave again. He didn't even want everything that Fran has been doing, getting everybody involved, getting us, people were putting up messages or audio things, and she's actually taking them to the hospital and playing them at the bedside for them. And like I said, if I had more time, I would have loved to have done a full-on video about how Ross is just dedicated for looking for the Loch Ness Monster. It was like he believed in that Loch Ness Monster, and even though that it was proven to be, actually I can't even say this because I can just feel the slap at the back of my head. I'm like, hey Ross, what about that whole Loch Ness Monster thing? Fucking cunts, stupid fucking idiots. Thank you. Stupid fucking idiots, it's like these people that think this is all just bullshit, and it's like the amount of time and money that some people put into this thing. And then of course it turned out that it was just a little remote control boat with a dinosaur sitting on top of it. So like I said,
don't fuck with people's hope, Eric.
I used to love fucking with Ross though. I told them yesterday, and I gotta find it because I know I archived my phone, and I think that was one of the pictures. Remember what, it was a couple years ago, we had like 12 inches of standing water down on Canal. Like, you could stand, and it was like all water all the way to the lift bridge. Yeah. Somebody put a fucking Loch Ness Monster in the middle of the street, and I sent it to Ross. And he sent me something like, stop being a cunt. So, and of course, like Miles knows, I got Nessie in the backyard. And when Ross was here, I thought it was going to get broken. My mother gave it to me. It's 3 ceramic pieces, so no matter where you put it, it looks like the Loch Ness Monster on the surface of water. She sits in the garden back by my garage. Somewhere the fucking thing, maybe Ross did this, somewhere something happened, and like the very tip of the tail got a chip in it. I was like, probably Ross. I mean, I remember showing him that when he was here, but the time that we got to spend with Ross and Fran was awesome, and the look on Ross. I tell you, here's a guy that could have an electric dildo shoved up his ass, and he would probably still have a monotone look on his face. I'd be like, Ross, you know you like that dildo up
Wait
your
a
ass.
second. What if it was a dildo shaped like Nessie's head?
There's a sighting you don't want to see. But we got Ross shooting a BMG 50. I got Ross shooting the red AK. Ross got to fire John. John's you would have had them chambered in 5.56 and 308. They're all polymer lowers. It's like a big military gun. I don't own one. I kind of wanted to until I found out it was all polymer. I know I shouldn't hold that.
Well, it's not an AR based.
It's not. No. You can have the charging handle on this side, the charging handle on that side. It's. I know if I should.
Like a 50 cal?
No, they make them in 5.56 and 308. The stock flips to the side. It sort of looks like an AR, but it's not. The parts are not interchangeable. Why am I drawing a blank?
The only thing I can think of that would be an AK-74. That's the only military rifle I can think of that has a...
Well, this would be new. Like it hasn't been out more than, I don't think it's been out more than 10 years.
I've been in the military almost 10 years now.
Well, then it's probably less than 15 years old.
U.S. military or foreign military?
U.S.
We're not talking MP5.
No.
It's a long rifle.
Is it made by FAL? Right now, there'll be fucking probably comments.
You know, that's Murphy's Law. Is you ask a question and you give the wrong answer.
Well, here's the problem.
And it comes back with somebody comes back with the right answer.
I say something and everybody leaves a comment tomorrow, but all they have is just the answer. And then tomorrow I may forget. It's like, why did someone leave that as a comment? What was I talking about?
So, if you're going to leave an answer, leave the question with it. Please.
I mean, shit, I could draw a picture of this thing. Okay, I'm just going to move on for a minute. Poco Loco, you can't co-witness with a video camera because of science. Also, alcohol. Multi-gunman. Whiskey? Well, it's about fucking time. There's hope for you yet. Patriot says, aye. Harmar says, agreed, multi-gunman. Mr. 27, I knew you would give it a shot, multi-gunman.
From DS Arms, an FAL SA-58 or FN. Let's see here, no. Keep going.
I wish Johnny still had his channel up. He brought his suppressed. Poco Loco, Swamp Fox makes the red dot specifically for that Springfield. J-Dog? No?
No? It isn't Israeli, is it?
No, I think it's an American-made rifle. Oh my God!
The gun guy's been stumped.
No, it's probably alcohol. It's like I can see the thing right there in my brain. Okay. Of course, everything works so fast when I'm down here.
It's not the FNFAL.
Yeah, everybody's like, look at these two fucking dumbasses. Scar. The FN Scar.
Okay.
Fuck. See, I thought this. See, and I know I shouldn't hold it against it. I know, Johnny C308.
It's Belgian.
From the same company that I have my FN, my 5.7, but yeah, they're fuck, man, they're badass. And John, somewhere I have.
Where were we going with this?
I have video of Ross shooting John's.
There we go. All right, see.
Oh, the list. Now, I'm really starting to not like going through all of the old Shoot-A-Palooza videos, because it's like, Ed's gone and Ross's life is hanging by the power cord right now, and
well, you know what? You know what immortality is? Immortality used to be that if you were remembered in a song or a story, and that story was still told today, like the Spartans from 300, they're immortal. This is how they live on.
Well, it's
because of you and your videos and their friends. They're immortal.
Well,
God, that fucking was horrible fucking pronunciation.
We have definitely done that for Scott, Ed, Justin, and unfortunately, probably going to be going that way for Ross. It'd still be nice if all of a sudden you just like popped up and went, "You cunts that I was checking out." A bunch of idiots. See, Ross is also the guy, and it was another a gentleman from the same location. I don't remember if he was Scottish or Irish. That was a constant joker. And he said, "When I die, we have one final thing that we have to do." But of course, the priest was so concerned that people would pass out at the funeral that they let people knew ahead of time. But as the casket was being lowered into the ground, it triggered a cassette recorder inside the casket that you heard, "Hey, let me out!
You fuckers, let me out, you cunts!"
And that would be the kind of shit that Ross would do. J-Dog, I like the Gerber Strong Arm versus the LMF. It's a tad smaller, but it has so many mount options. He said mount. I don't even know what that one even looks like. And
no more Googling. No, here you go.
let's go to that bitch.
Eight.
One of the pluses I see, J-Dog, is it doesn't have serrations.
That's not it, is it? It's still a Gerber, but
This guy is just a little bit smaller than that. That's 4.8 inches overall. That's like almost 8. Guess J-Dog just likes to have small things in his hand.
wow.
Poco. Eric is alone with his thoughts every time he takes a number 2. So 15 to 20 times a work day. Hey, if you're going to get paid to take a shit, I'm all for it.
Boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I shit on company time.
Smile money. Well, you really can't say he is full of it. Smile money. The head of our county police force just died. Yep, COVID-19. I'm starting to think that, you people around, you're just like bad luck. Still to this moment in time, I do not know anybody that has died from COVID-19. Smile money, you're just like bad luck or something. Patriot Ninja. Suffolk County, New York. Sheriff's Office playing the gun confiscation game.
I thought I heard, I don't know if it's the right place, but supposedly there was some gun, somebody who was selling firearms, who was apparently selling illegal firearms, who sent out a letter stating that you need to come have it looked at and make sure it wasn't illegal. I don't know if that's the same thing he's talking about.
Poco Loco, I liked Andrew Dice Clay until I saw him on Joe Rogan. Typical fake Hollywood leftist douchebag. Well, that's too bad. Flowery Pottery? Gonna have to upgrade from my shield in 40? I like.
Is that a new one?
A new person?
Flory Pottery.
Yeah, I'm not. He has no content, and I'm not subbed. But he's been around a while. You're subbed to Tack Bishop. Oh fuck, that's worth one of these alone. He's got 22. Now he's got 23 subs. Flowery Pottery. Kind of sounds like my buddy Greg.
Flory Pottery.
Flowery Pottery.
Flory Pottery.
And he's talking about I purchased two firearms the other day. I can't show you one of them because it's in Christine's undisclosed location. I can show you the non-cool version of it. It's still fucking cool. Christine's is fucking badass.
So from Springfield Armory. Well,
Christine's has a compensator on the front and a optic on it.
you say a compensator on the front. So
Yeah. I haven't gone full in on that yet because I really like to shoot stuff before I throw it in. Here.
is that yours?
That's Christine's. The comp fucking works.
Okay, so this doesn't have the compensator on it.
Nope.
Okay, and
So hers is a threaded barrel with a comp and a red dot.
that is very fucking cool.
There's no buttons either on the red dot. It's on for 2 to 3 years. So if you're gonna carry this gun and you have to draw it, you don't have to turn on anything. It is on all the time.
And actually, you know what? That is a very, very comfortable.
And it co-witnesses perfectly. Right now, if you had hers down here, when you have that lined up with that, the red dot is right over the front sight, like fucking magic. And hopefully,
Where did you purchase these from?
my buddy Craig, he owns Hammer Down. I was introduced to him through.
How much?
That one was with tax. Out the door was $5.90, and the other one was a little bit more.
Might be my wife's birthday present this year then. So
The other one was just under $1,000.
see, my wife doesn't watch this channel, so I think she would really like that.
I personally, for a small gun, I actually would like to carry. I wanted to get 2 of Christine's. The thing is not to pick on Chris when she sees this. Christine is this. Christine, I am the one with the compensator and a fucking red dot on it. And she was like, I love that gun. I want one of those. I'm like, okay. So I got this one just in case she didn't like the other one. It comes with the extended mag and it comes with the flush. This is this thing is the largest capacity small gun like this. You're talking 14 rounds right now.
And what caliber is that?
9mm. So I got this just in case she didn't turn out to like the other one.
And you might be FFLing that one to me. So.
But I'm not saying it's not going to happen, because if Christine truly falls in love with the one that she has, I'm going to take that one from her and I'm going to get her the same gun with a safety lever. They offer it with a safety and not.
And does that one have the safety lever on it?
No, I could not. Craig could not. These guns, it's almost easier to find a unicorn right now than it is to find this gun. Craig actually got 3. He got It's called the Hellcat RDP. Stands for Rapid Defense Package. And then this is a regular Hellcat, and he also has a Flat Dark Earth. $150 more for Flat Dark Earth. I was like, fuck.
What's the Flat Dark Earth?
It's just that color of the Gerber.
Well, it's
Nothing changes. It's tan. And I wasn't about to pay $150 for the color of the gun, because black guns matter. So,
frankly, around here, I don't know of too much fucking dirt that color.
So, I still have Craig in search of the RDP with a safety lever on it, because that's what Christine wanted. But I'm here to tell you that it certainly doesn't seem to be a deal breaker at all, because she's like, I really like this. I realize it's just like my SIG. It doesn't have a safety. She goes, I would like the safety, but I don't want to. She's like, I didn't want to turn that gun away, because Craig's like, it's not what you wanted. Are you sure? And I'm like, yes. He has been, right now, he has been looking for 5 months to get a hold of that gun. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm taking it. Mm-hmm. Basically, my thing is I'll take the one without the safety if Craig can find me one with the safety. Otherwise, Craig's like, Eric, Springfield is a great company, and they're very much about their customers and safety. He's like, if you were to send the one that you have back to them, they would probably install the safety in it for you. But I think when she shoots it the first time and does what she normally does, and that's blow the fucking center of the target out, and then giggles and goes, I really like this, I don't think she's going to want to send it away. Mm-hmm. Poco. I did a ton of research before building my G17. The Poly 80 was an inferior locking block compared to the stainless steel match point locking block, and pinholes also oval out. If you really hate Tupperware, you can order a billet Glock frame, a 1911 grip angle. Yeah, I have got too much stuff in the way, but I actually have that lower, and it is sitting as an incomplete build, and I think I've had that frame now for a couple of years. And that reminds me, Craig at Hammer Down wanted me to send him a picture of it. I'll have to do that. Cobra, rest in peace, Clyde's fingers. Talking about that knife.
Yeah.
What the hell? Who made a comment that Poco? Have you noticed media has drifted towards COVID being made in a lab? Makes me wonder what cards the controllers are getting ready to play. Then Poco says, is China becoming a threat to global banking system? Smile Money says, not sure I'm hearing that. I believe there was research in the virus escape from my research lab facilities. Did the genetic modifying spread to humans? And the questionable yet to be unanswered. Poco, better turn your hearing aids up. Mainstream media is saying corona is humans, was discovered in 1965. It's been experimented on since. Several coronaviruses can infect humans. The one that causes SARS emerged in, you guessed it, the southern China in 2002. The media is now saying the bats were not sold, read more, sold in the Yuan market at all. Could the virus have been released in China so China could have plausible deniability? Then he has a link to a video. If YouTube deletes the link I just posted, go to Fox News Channel and watch the video entitled
Ingraham, who's really covering up for China's COVID involvement.
Missing out on all these. And then he's got another link. And then Smile Money says, listen to the videos. Trump team had years of an investigation, did not find the evidence to confirm the virus leaked from the lab, and are Unintelligent agencies found no evidence to support that it had started in the wet market. The virus was isolated in bats 600 miles from Wuhan each. Oh my God, I'm not going in on all this. Right now, I can tell you that it came from the fucking Wuhan lab. Everybody is now saying that. I don't know which one of the two of you I'm standing up for, but this was a fucking created thing, not two bats fucking in a puddle. Clyde, B8.
Because everyone knows when you get bit by a bat, you turn into a vampire, not a fucking...
Yeah.
Yeah.
B8 is a miss. Mr. Mark Mac 85, thank you for standing for the blue. Yeah, basically, you either stand for the blue, or you somehow have to agree that all these fucking idiots from BLM and Antifa have a clue. No, all they want is free shit. If you are so concerned about standing up for black people's rights, why are you just proving me right by marching into a fucking Target and stealing Nikes and TVs? They do what they do. Oh, we want reparations. Oh yeah, you just want more free shit for fucking nothing. You were never a slave. Nobody in your family was ever a slave. Nobody that in my family ever owned a fucking slave. So get the fuck over it and get a job, buy a belt, pull up your fucking pants. Cobra, G7. G7 is a miss. I love the Revolt Raptor has always been a bucket list knife for me. Wow, I can just hear the sarcasm coming off of this because, hey, who needs a middle finger? I really need to I am going to cherish it always as the general pokery flipper in the multiverse. I would like to thank my father and mother, God, the U.S. Army, and the deplorables, and the... What did I just leave off on that?
And the Brew Review chatters for allowing me to persevere and triumph over all. And plenty of fucking middle finger and beer emojis.
Lots of them. If we got paid by emojis and whiskey shots, we'd be really fucked up.
You know, they say that people who use emojis have more sex?
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, they can go fuck themselves.
Cobra, let me know if you need a place to store your Walther. I got space. Harmarsh, I'm sure you do. JR10, Desert Gold. Over the years, it's been fun keeping up with the never-ending tales of your phone challenges. My condolences to Clyde, but I'm sure he is used to it by now. You really need to walk away from the dark side and get an iPhone. I currently have been using an iPhone 6 Plus. I have no idea what the current model is. I think it's the 12. But it's been more than 6 years, read more, years without a hitch. I stopped giving into the dark side and embraced the Force, Padawan.
Listen, the eye ground doesn't matter.
This sounds like the conversation I had yesterday with Travis. Yeah. Travis is just like, you have to get an iPhone. Are we ready to break into this?
Yeah, we're going to break into that.
We're going to use this again. Let's just see if it works this time. Flawless. You want the honors while I read?
You know what? We need a different glass because it's going to taste different with the Imperial Stout to the oatmeal stout. Trust me.
Well, don't give me the one with a bug who looked like it jizzed itself and then got stuck to the side.
Here you go. Bug jizz glass. That's why when I pulled the other glass out of the cabinet here, I made sure I grabbed the bottom glass.
Shot its load and died. It hasn't been that long since I've used this one either, so I'm not exactly sure what took place there. Zippy! My Hellcat is my carry rotation behind my 43X. That's also a good gun. Steven, have you received a package for I Ain't Come?
Whoa.
No, I haven't. Discourage. Email and call your senators. Appoint Chipman to prison. Yes. McLean. Eric, I've been working with my think tank trying to find a way out of the construction biz for you. So here it is. You always have some hunk or another hanging around, be it Mr. Brown or Matt or J-Dog. See, I don't see you on this list. So
I'm not a hunk.
You charge $5 a month for all you can watch live cams. With all the talent you have, there are, no kidding me, $1 million idea. Why? Because people love watching, read more, hunks. You're welcome. Please advise.
See, I think he spelled hunks wrong when it came to Matt. I think he meant punks.
David Brown sub-comment, brilliant. Just eliminate Matt and J-Dog. McLean, Mr. Brown, with all due respects, don't be a diva. McLean, there's a whole... I'm pretty sure I've actually had this in the past. Oh, thank you for picking one of my favorite glasses.
Yep.
Cheers.
Hang on.
Douchebag. What?
What?
Drink me, I said. But what? Asshole.
That's the beer talking.
My dingleberry at the back of my throat's been really sexually molested by the Russian.
Yeah.
I literally just took a big gulp of this, and yet I can still taste that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. McLean, there are whole German communities in Argentina. Yeah, probably descendants of Hitler. Wade, prayers for recovery for Stripey. It's getting to be a familiar story. Yes, no shit. Nihab. Nihab. It could be worse. You could have Como as your governor, Schumer as your senator, and for really lucky, AOC as your rep. DFC. This explains the whiskey. I'm surprised you're not on flask 246. Laugh out loud. Nihab to DFC. New York produces a lot of whiskey because we need it. I drink all of the good stuff myself. What's left over gets sent for review. Yes, but sometimes he does feel pity on me. Like, for instance, the Port Charlotte. I can't thank him enough for that. That is...
How much is... what is that now? How much is that a bottle?
That guy is $100, and you can actually go over to Keyport and get that. Keyport has this and this over there. Unfortunately, you'll probably never find those. I wish someone local carried the Paul John.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, the Corey Vecken from Ardbeg, if that wasn't $100, I still might pick another one of those up tomorrow. But I've kind of have some firearm purchases, and the beautiful thing is no more credit cards.
You're done with your credit cards?
If it isn't cash, it don't happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I will toast to that. Yeah, I don't have... the only thing I have is my debit card. Which, obviously, if there isn't money in the bank, that don't work.
Well, I had to buy parts for the Goldwing, so that cost me about $800, and I got the last set of covers for the passenger footrests that I think exist in the part system.
Is that the reason for the mechanical issues? That was the fuel pump?
Mm-mm.
Really?
It was the relay that controlled the ECU, that controlled the spark module and the fuel pump. I switched out that relay for the headlight relay, and it fired up like it had never not run.
So what are you talking
on
about?
5 cylinders. On 5 cylinders. I pulled a spark plug off because somebody said on an online board, pull a spark plug off. If you don't have spark, then your relay is probably shot. I went ahead and pulled the saddlebag off. I'm like, okay. And it fired up without hesitation. So now I've got the left inner fairing part that where the CB and everything sits in the pocket.
He has a 1995 anniversary.
No. 2000.
2000.
2000 Honda Goldwing 1500 25th anniversary bike. The last year they made the 1500.
I had that for 2 summers. Miles is like, if I want to ride it, I'll come let you know.
Well,
3 years later.
It runs, and now I have the fairing piece that's broken. I have the trim pieces that have to be painted. I have all the parts I need pretty much to put it back together. Now it's just taking the time to do it.
That thing is so not my style of bike.
But you love it, don't you?
But the fact that Miles let me have that bike for 2 fucking years, I say thank you, because I would own that thing in a heartbeat.
I want to find another one. I want to get a 95 next. Just it's the same bike, but
yeah, it's now when you come from things like the FCR, and when you I mean, that thing had plenty of power. There was nothing wrong with its power. But when you dump a gear down and lean it over, and then you hear and realize that that's the exhaust system. See, the FCR...
It's either the exhaust system or one of the guards or your foot peg dragging, and you can lean that thing all the way over like a sport bike and then just power it through the corner. It's like, who built this fucking thing?
You know, and a lot of people probably wouldn't believe this unless you owned it. A 1988 Yamaha FCR 1000, when you lean it over, now on the right hand side, which is where the stock exhaust was, we won't count that. But if you lean it over on the left side, you know what's the first thing to hit the ground?
Foot peg? The frame?
The handlebar tip.
Holy shit.
Yeah, well, I guess I have to give you, it had like a 2-inch little nubby, and mine were almost completely gone on it. But if you actually were to sit and keep leaning it, I came home one night, and the very wonderful woman that I was dating at the time, because anyone that dated me except for the hooker was wonderful because they put up with me. I came home one night and she's like, "So, did you have a good ride?" And I go, "Yes, I did." And then she goes, "Oh my God!" And I'm like, "What?" And she like points to my knee. I had a set of leathers, but I didn't have the puck in them, and I had blood running down my leg. But I had so much adrenaline running through my system. We lived in downtown Minneapolis.
Yeah.
If the cops chased you, I mean, we were usually in a group. The smallest our group ever was 15 bikers. And so someone would just do like that, and everybody would go a different direction, and they could only chase 1 or 2 of you. Everybody else got away. So this particular evening, they decided to pick the 2 bikes. I was one of them. And there's this, you know, the bridge that fell down that made the national news? Right on the other side of that, if you look up, there's a pedestrian walkway. Well, I brought the cops around to what is a dead end, unless you're a pedestrian. And I went between the yellow things. I zipped across I look down and 35 is below me, and then there's a spiral, and the cops that were, I mean, I'm on a bike, so goodbye, and I never saw him again. But yeah, at one point in time, I hit like 170, and as I was making a turn, evidently I put my knee down, and I didn't feel it. Even after parking the bike and walking into the house, she's like, yeah, I had
blood,
a little bit of blood.
Nice.
But yeah, that's the Goldwing is fucking impressive for what it is. Not to mention
for a half ton of bike, it handles unbelievably. I remember going down on a ride from Fort Knox down to Alabama, and I would actually take it. I thought, I'm going to try this. I slipped up into the passenger seat and sat in the passenger seat and was able to change lanes with my hips. Set the cruise and was able to ride in the lane and change lanes just by shifting my hips.
Yeah, you hit the cruise control and you just kind of like...
Yep.
So, as part of full disclosure, actually I think I told you this. Me, Tim McDougall, and one of his best friends, a guy that had as much money as God, we went to Ely, down to the freeway to 61, and back to Duluth. Tim had his 1800 Yamaha, whatever that, it looks like a Harley Davidson, and it vibrates almost as much as a Harley Davidson. His buddy had a Ducati 996, and I had your Goldwing.
Yep.
And the thing was, is we were supposed to ride for about an hour and then trade, and everybody ride each other's bikes. It was like, okay, I'll take the Goldwing again. And after spending time on Tim's bike, that fucking, it's a Yamaha. This is like where my blood boils, because I'm a Yamaha person. But it's like 30 minutes into the ride, you can't feel your hands, you can't feel your elbows, your back is hurting. It's like, I don't want to ride. If I own your bike and I'm going to Super One and back, I'll if you want to give it to me, I'll take it. But on a long ass ride, basically everybody wanted to ride Miles' bike. And it was like, okay, so I get the opportunity to actually spend some time on a wet or on a dry clutch 996 Ducati. And it was like, okay, this would be fun if I was in the city, but now I can't feel my back. If you try to stand up for a minute to get the cramp out of your legs, and I was like, no, fuck you all. The two of you can trade back and forth on those two. I'm staying on the Goldwing because this is me for 4 hours.
Mm-hmm. That's one of the reasons why I want to get a second one so we can go riding.
It's like, fuck.
And unfortunately, the kid's about to get his ass chewed for fucking around on the computer when he wasn't supposed to, so I'm going to have to take off here shortly. For like the next 5 minutes.
Always keep tabs on a VMAX, because right now today I could go, if it was say a $4,000 bike, I could go Second Amendment for half and cash on the other half.
I could find you a VMAX for 5 and then talk them down to 4. And even if it didn't run perfectly, like, yeah, the carbs need to be cleaned.
Well, I'm not worried about that.
We can clean carbs. So, I'm going to finish this and I'm going to disappear.
I just have to finish the comments because
let's go.
Hi, Marsh. Hey, everyone. I just woke up. Had both chemotherapy and
rituximab
yesterday. It kicked my arse. I came home, had something to eat, fell asleep watching TV, then walked 6 steps to my bed. Now I feel like I'm hungover. Oh, God.
Well, good luck.
Hi, Marsh. Congratulations, Clyde, on receiving your wallet and winning the knife. Enjoy. Hi, Marsh. Ross. I don't know you, but you better fight to live with every fiber of your being. We all need you around. Yeah, unfortunately, at this moment in time, I don't even know how much. I think it's awesome that Fran has been bringing audio files to play for him, but Harmarsh, I swear one of these days I'm going to toss my smartphone in the lake and go back to the Motorola flip phone. Yes, I'll be a caveman, but I have no issues with that. Hey, if they took the Motorola StarTAC and just put a small display so you had the abilities of one of these phones, I still think that would be the coolest thing. The StarTAC, I never owned one of those. That was my goal. But, yeah, you can't do it today because everybody is on 3G, 4G, 5G. Those were analog. Those were analog phones, and it's not a thing anymore. Brad, that's a bingo. Inglourious Bastards, one of my favorite movies. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, Brad. Miss 27, 60-second. Miss 27, intro. Mr. 27, brew babe. Mr. 27, intro ebomi. Okay. Mr. 27, brew bommy. Okay, I guess. What the fuck? Tough crowd. Mr. 27, whiskey drinking brew bommy reviews. EMT Railfan, weird tan lines on the brew girl. They almost look like targets with hidden bullseyes.
That's what you need to do. Whiskey Bomy.
Oh my God. EMT Railfan, oh, the road department's talk. It's the job security for them to make extra money. A favorite around here is to paint the lines and then a week or two later...
tar and chip. So basically tarring and chipping over the paint like, oh fuck, we gotta repaint.
That's his road. They made it beautiful. And like less than a fucking month later started digging it up for the septic, for the...
They retard it, and then they were retarded.
It's like, hey, do you people talk? Because you finally, like for me, I almost don't even have a curb because it's been paved so many times. His was a real fucking road for about 30 days. And then people had to be compliant.
They actually ground it out down to the concrete and then repaved it, and it was glorious. And then they started shooting. And then the worst part is the excavation companies putting in the new pipes didn't come back and recompact, didn't come back and refill, and then you had to call the city to get them to come back and repave.
See, those companies should have been held responsible. You had a perfect road, then they dug it up so they could get down to the water or to the sewer lines, so that they could run your new line out, and then a lot of them were dirt for months.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. 27, the 610, among the classified Brubomi files. I don't even know what you're talking about. I can't talk about it. My attorney told me. Smile Money?
They're classified.
Told me yeah.
They're classified.
For a reason, fucker. Mr. 27, I'll take 2 shots of whiskey before I ever take an ungodly vax needle. Mr. 27, very nice outro, babe. And he's got some boobies. Like those 2 things.
In his comment or on his chest?
On Joey's chin. Mike, cheers. Cheers, Mike. Smile Money. I was waiting for you to throw the gun in the trash, Ken, as you get frustrated with showing the red dot on camera. Oh, Christine would kill me if I would have done that. Sharky, the wallet finally delivered. No way. It only took a month or so.
USPS.
Yeah, it was. I wrote it off. I figured. I'm glad Clyde got that wallet though. It's fucking awesome. Sharky, just stare at her titties or something. Okay, boss. Sharky, 312 and a Springfield Armory twofer. Nice. Sharky, I2. I2's a mess. Now, I'm not saying that I want you guys to fail, but dumbass, Matt, went on and on about he configured the ship so well last time that you guys were incapable of finding them.
They're in the drawer, guys.
It's a fucking luck.
They're in the drawer. That's what Matt did. They're in the drawer.
Yeah. Oh, there's all Matt's ships.
That's full of shit.
So far, let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 8. Eight shots, and they've all been a miss. I mean, it's the luck of the draw. You guys could have, whatever. Matt.
Start donating to the frickin' Justin's final mission for your, when you call your shots, please.
Sharky, SH. Best for last again. Now we get to go to the club. I'm going to have something else right now, but I don't know what that is. So
holy crapes. Yeah, I got to go.
Well, we can do this.
Okay.
Watch this. Patriot Ninja, 104th comment. Let's go. Two-Hearted Ed Club. Thank you, Patriot Ninja. Sorry, Ninja. Or just N. Gunwild, cheers from Arizona, bitches. Cheers, Jeff. Stay safe. Rich Huff, cheers, clubbers. Rich, looking forward. We're probably going to see Rich this summer. Smile Money. Oh, it's brew review time. Goddamn right, COVID Central. Harmarsh, cheers, clubbers. Bunch of beers and some shots. J-Dog, Heart Club, Mr. Holster. J-Dog. And last comment, Cobra with SH. That means still here, by the way.
Okay.
It's one of those little caveat things. Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you. I will see you tomorrow while Christine is doing the show. And thank you, Miles. It was nice, actually, to share that with you and not Matt. 2014 till now. I don't necessarily know that it was a huge improvement, but it was a beer that, first of all, there's no way in hell you could convince me that was 14%. But I know the alcohol does not go missing the longer it sits. As a matter of fact, most people say it'll pick up just a little.
I enjoyed it personally. I enjoy stouts. I like stouts. There's a nutty note at the end, and it was a little bit bitter, but it was definitely.
I have a couple other things I'm willing to share with you and not Matt.
I appreciate that. And it is Memorial Day weekend. If you're doing another brew review tomorrow, just let me know.
Otherwise, all I can say is, guys, please, prayers for Fran at this point in time. I guess we're gonna see if Ross can perform some kind of a miracle. I hope he does. But otherwise, my heart and my prayers go out for Fran, because I know they were a beautiful couple together, and it shows to this moment in time, and everything that she has done to try to get everybody together to have some last moments with Ross, which is bullshit, because we should not be having this conversation. Wade, I agree. Getting really, really sick of these conversations. Otherwise, cheers, guys, and we will see you tomorrow.